Fighting Sioux being challenged by this young Husky team. Bill Herzog, our referee, will toss up this opening tap, and we will be underway with NCC basketball. There's the toss by Herzog, the tap to the side, controlled by North Dakota. And they come into the front court. Huskies will match up initially here in the man-for-man. Out on top is point guard Rico Burkett. He dribbles to his right, gets it off to Jacobson. Out on top, his pass in the lane, knocked away from Gardner, but recovered on the side. Burkett has it now on the left wing side. Bounce pass. And to the baseline, Vonish's turnaround jumper is good. He got the feed from the wing by Goldseth. Vonish with the turnaround 10-footer, 2-0 North Dakota. Huskies into the front court, their first possession. Down low is Charnowski. He turns, shoots, and misses, but a foul is called. Charnowski working the turnaround jump move against Chris Gardner, the big forward of North Dakota, and Gardner picked up the game's first foul.
Number 50, Chris Gardner, that's his first team foul.
Haug Charnowski will be at the free throw line now for St. Cloud State. Haug, who had 14 last night, 18 in the loss to South Dakota, 20 a week ago in the game with Mankato State, so his scoring really picking up of late. Free throw is no good. Charnowski averaging 9.5 points per game in overall scoring, but in conference he's averaging 10 per game. Second free throw is up and good, and the Huskies are on the board. It's 2-1 North Dakota. Backcourt pressure on the Huskies with a near steal. Kessler collides with Remy going after the loose ball. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with North Dakota, but a good hustle by St. Cloud State as they nearly came up with the steal. And UND will pass it in once again in the backcourt and once again against pressure. Burkett has it to Gardner, now across the timeline to Jacobson, and UND comes into the front half. Now the Huskies drop into a 2-3 zone after they were man-for-man the first time down the court. Burkett dumps it off on the right side wing. Jacobson, long cross-court pass to Goldseth. To the point, now back to the right wing. Jacobson, his errant cross-court pass is saved nicely by Goldseth. Got it back at the point to Burkett. Right side perimeter, Jacobson in the lane now. Gardner out to Jacobson. Burkett, top of the circle, 15 on the shot clock. Gardner open for the right wing three, way off the mark. Offensive rebound by Vonish, and he puts it back up and in. Vonish got offensive position. It's 4-1 North Dakota. Here's Remy, spinning reverse layup move off transition is short, no good, and the rebound by Vonish. So here come the Sioux leading by 3 into the front court. Burkett comes forward. We've got a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on North Dakota's Chris Gardner as he elbowed underneath against Charnowski. So Gardner has 2 fouls early on here. In the first meeting of these two this year up in Grand Forks, Dave Vonish got 2 early fouls and had to sit on the bench for much of the first half. Gardner may be facing a similar fate here as Rich Glass quickly pulls Chris Gardner out of the ballgame. And he will replace him with David Robertson, a 6'7" sophomore out of Grafton, North Dakota. Robertson played very well off the bench in the first meeting of these two this year. Kessler in the front court, top of the circle plus to Remy. Left wing for the Huskies now to Thurston. Lobs in for Carlson, he's got it, banks it up and puts it in. Carlson was fronted by Vonish, he got behind him and hit the field goal. It's 4-3 North Dakota. Almost 2 minutes into this game. Into the front court now comes Robertson, leaves it off on the side for Goldseth. Back out on top to Burkett. The Huskies stay with the 2-3 zone. They're going to make North Dakota shoot it from the outside and prove that they can hit the outside jumper. They want to collapse down low on those great frontline players for the Sioux. Pass to the baseline. Burkett has it. Dribbles out to the wing. Now to the point. Left wing, the pass comes to Goldseth. Shoots the running 12-footer and nails it. The Division I transfer, Scott Goldseth, giving North Dakota a 6-3 lead. Orion Thurston front courts it now for the Huskies. The Sioux starting out in man-for-man defense. Thurston guarded by Burkett. Left wing dish comes to Kessler. Now to the high post, Charnowski. Way out high right side. Pass comes to Thurston. Burkett still with him. He's playing very tightly. Thurston cuts to his left on the dribble. Dumps it off for Carlson. High post. Puts up the running 13-footer. It rolls around and comes out. And the rebound taken by Vonish. So Dave Vonish has gotten a good start both scoring and rebounding. That's at least his second board. Make it 3 now. He had the offensive board as well and the basket. Vonish has it in the front court free throw line to Burkett. Left wing open from 17 and hits the jumper. Rico Burkett, the 6-foot senior, 4 straight for the Sioux, and they lead it 8-3. Thurston across the timeline on his dribble. Bounce pass to the high post at the free throw line. Carlson gets it off for Kessler. Open from 19. Yes. 2-pointer by Kessler, his first scoring. It's 8-5 North Dakota. Sioux into the front court on the pass ahead against pressure to Vonish. High left side now to Goldseth. Back out between the circles. Here's Rico Burkett, the senior point guard for UND. He's got it on the dribble, staring face-to-face with Kessler and Thurston, the top two men in that 2-3 zone for St. Cloud State. Left wing to Goldseth, back to Burkett, now on the right wing side. Here's Jacobson, long cross-court pass to Goldseth, gets it off on the baseline. Here's a turnaround jump shot move by Robertson, and he's fouled by Charnowski. The swingman, David Robertson, coming through the lane, getting that pass, and he will go to the lane as Charnowski picks up the first Husky foul. David Robertson, as we mentioned, 6'7", 211-pound sophomore out of Grafton. The first time these two teams met, he played an integral part in UND's 78-71 win as he had 11 points. He was a key man off the bench when Dave Vonish missed some time due to foul trouble. Free throw by Robertson is up and short, no good. From the field so far, the Huskies 2 of 5 unofficially. North Dakota is 4 of 4. Second free throw coming for Robertson. It's up and good. He makes 1 of 2, and the Fighting Sioux lead it 9-5. Ryan Thurston across midcourt now on his lazy dribble as he sets up the half-court offense for the Huskies. Loops it to the high post at the free throw line. Carlson, bounce pass, top of the key, Kessler. He backs off on the dribble. He's guarded by Jacobson. Dumps it off in the right corner. Here's Thurston working against Burkett. High post Carlson. He'll shoot the 16-footer. That's way off the mark. Rebound loose, comes to Carlson in the lane, puts it up and banks it in. So that first shot was a real brick, but Carlson did what every good bricklayer should do. Follow your shot. It's 9-7. Favor of North Dakota. UND with Goldseth left side in the lane. This is Robertson rather, takes a dribble and banks it in. On a slashing power move down the lane, Robertson's first field goal. He has 3. It's 11-7 North Dakota. Thurston, front side now for SCSU. Works off a Carlson pick, shoots the 3. That's good. Rattling it down from 22 feet out of Ryan Thurston. His first points, the game's first three-pointer, and the Huskies are back to within 1. It's 11-10 UND. 15-15 remaining first half as North Dakota passes around the perimeter against the Huskies 2-3 zone. Top of the circle now. Here's Burkett, goes down the lane, dumps it off. Jacobson, right wing, fakes the jumper, tried to throw it in the lane. It was knocked away, but Jacobson recovered. Remy had a near steal. Now Jacobson lobs it back out on top for Burkett. The Sioux have 18 seconds with which to shoot. Jacobson looks inside, then they work it around. Goldseth shoots the 3, left wing, and hits it. Scott Goldseth, who doesn't shoot the three-pointer often. He's now 12 of 34 on the year from that range. He's got 5, 14-10 North Dakota. Ryan Thurston dribbles along the edge of the half-moon line, dumps it underneath. Carlson's shot is blocked by, of all people, Jacobson. Now on the break, here's Burkett. Has it stripped away by Remy, but the loose ball comes right to Jacobson, and he lays it in. It was a 2-on-1 break, and Jacobson following the play well. He gets the basket after making a great block against the 6'7 Carlson. Jacobson about 6'3. 16-10 North Dakota. They've scored 5 straight. This is their biggest lead. Huskies with Charnowski, front court. Left wing pass comes to Thurston. Looks in, gets it off. Beyond the top of the circle, Remy lobs in the lane. It's knocked away. Whistle and a foul is called. And it'll be on North Dakota. And the Sioux can't believe it, as Remy tried to lob it from the top of the key down low in the paint to Carlson. But being called for the foul is Dave Vonish for pushing from behind. Vonish is first. That's 3 on the Sioux. St. Cloud State makes its first substitution now. Charnowski will come out, and Greg Kesty, a 6'7 sophomore out of Eden Prairie, checks in at the power forward spot. Thurston will try to get it in. Finally does, gets it into Remy just in time on that baseline pass. And Remy almost has it taken away. Dumps it underneath. It's knocked back to Carlson at the free throw line. He hammers down the right edge of the lane. No good, but it's tapped up and in. Let's see who they give it to. It could have been Carlson or Kesty. They'll give it to Kesty on the tap, and that's what I thought, as he was right in the middle of the lane. First 2 for Greg, 16-12 in favor of North Dakota. 13:40 left, first half. On the baseline, here's Robertson, lays it up, and it rolls out, no good. Battle for the rebound. Goldseth has it and puts it up and in. Goldseth has 7. He's been averaging about 14 per game. It's 18-12 in favor of North Dakota. Huskies with Carlson at the top of the circle. Bounce pass right wing to Thurston. Burkett giving him a couple of steps here. OT, he'll shoot the 3, and it's off the rim. No good. Rebound, knocked up in the air. It's loose, and finally recovered by Goldseth for North Dakota, as Dave Robertson went down hard going after that board. So the Sioux have the basketball and a 6-point lead coming into the front court with about 13 minutes left in our first half. Burkett veering to the right on the dribble. Kicks it back out, top of the circle to Jacobson, back to Burkett on the wing, now underneath. Vonish, turnaround spin move, no good. Gets his own rebound, takes a dribble, banks it in, and draws the foul. There is a main reason, folks, why this guy is the returning MVP in the league. He is a force underneath. He gets his third basket. He'll have a chance for the three-point play, but first off, a timeout on the court. North Dakota with its biggest lead, 20-12, 12:55 left first half. You're listening to St. Cloud State Husky basketball. And 17 rebounds in the Fighting Sioux win over the Huskies here last year. He was just about unstoppable in that ballgame a year ago, and the free throw is good. So he already has 7, and it is 21-12 North Dakota. Chris Bodette into the ballgame now at center for SCSU, replacing Carlson. Bodette, the 6'9 sophomore. Huskies have it in the front court on the right wing. Kesty looks in the lane, lobs it down low. Remy, fadeaway 10-footer is good. A nice looking jump shot by Remy from the right baseline. That's his first 2. And it's 21-14 UND. 12 and a half left first half. Front court for North Dakota. Here's Matt Wilkie, the off guard, who's checked in. He's got it on the right side. Burkett down low. Jump shot is up. And it's good. Off-balance jumper by North Dakota. John Paxton hitting the jumper. And that makes it 23-14 UND. Paxton off the bench, a 6'5 senior out of Anchorage, Alaska. And Wilkie is out of Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, the 6'3 junior. Kesty, front court for the Huskies. They're down by 9. Thurston has it now on the right wing side. He'll dribble back out on top and set a new offensive play for the Huskies with 20 on the shot clock. Kessler on the right wing dribbles with the left hand in the lane, draws the foul. He banks it up and in, but I think they'll call the foul on the move before the shot. Let's see. Foul will be on Wilkie. They're going to count the basket. And that'll draw a protest from the North Dakota bench. Boy, it sure looked like that foul was on the drive, but they'll give Remy, Dean Kessler, credit for the basket on a driving move from the right wing with the left hand. He went into the lane and hit the high arcing jump shot, banking it in off the glass. Second basket for Kessler. He'll have a chance at the three-point play. Foul on Wilkie, his first, the Sioux's fourth. And a chance here for Kessler to bring the Huskies within 6. Count the free throw. It's good. 5 points for Kessler to lead the Huskies. 23-17 North Dakota. Sharnowski back in now for St. Cloud State. Kesty will come out. Backcourt Paxton. And the pass ahead now across the timeline against that full court pressure comes to Vanish. He'll leave it for Burkett, who will set the offense for UND. Burkett rifles it to the right wing. Here's Goldseth working against Remy. Dribbles to the baseline. Dumps it underneath. Vanish wide open. He banks it in. So the Huskies are going to have to do a better job shutting those two down. Vanish with 9. Nice assist by Goldseth, who has 7. 25-17. Remy running jump shot from the lane. Banked off there. No good. And the rebound by Goldseth. So the Sioux bring it back now, leading by 8. 11-10 on the first half clock. Working to the right side now is Burkett. Cuts back to his left, dumps it off. Paxton open for the 3, off the back rim. Rebound to the side, controlled by Remy as the Huskies have gone back to the man-for-man. On the break now, Thurston gets it ahead to Kessler in the right corner. He'll dribble it out on the perimeter. Kessler now dumps it underneath. Sharnowski with his back to the basket. Wheels to the basket, has it swiftly cleaned away. Cleanly stripped away, that is, as it was knocked away nicely by Paxton and recovered by North Dakota. So another steal for the Fighting Sioux, and they come ahead with Burkett. Right side perimeter, working against Thurston. Bounce pass down low, on the block. Here's Vanish, works around Bodette, puts it up off balance. It's in and out and back in again. So that was a prayer by Vanish as he was off balance, but it went down. He's got 11. 27-17 North Dakota. This is their biggest lead now. Thurston between the circles, front court. Dumps it off for Kessler on the left wing, and a 3-second violation called against St. Cloud State. So the Huskies turn it over for only the second time tonight, but UND has not yet turned the ball over, and that's been a big stat. They've played very good basketball so far. Now both Vanish and Goldseth will come out for North Dakota. This shows you the confidence that Rich Glass has in some of his reserve players. David Robertson back in. And Jay Reed comes in. This guy is a Division I transfer, a 6'4 freshman guard out of Geneso, Illinois. And boy, he can shoot the ball. We'll keep an eye on him. Reed has it on the left wing. Dribbles to the corner and brings it back out to Wilkie on the left side. Back out beyond the circle. Here's Burkett to Wilkie on the right wing. Goes to the baseline. Running 8-footer off the front rim. Rebound Sharnowski. Outlet right comes to Thurston. Ahead on the break now. Here's Scott Springer. Spins it up. Couldn't get the shot off. He was fouled by Burkett. First on Rico, 5 on the Sioux is Scott Springer, the 6'5 sophomore out of Winthrop, Minnesota, in there on the break. As he had come in for the Huskies to replace Remy and immediately got into the action. Springer will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Huskies, trying to pair into this North Dakota 10-point lead. 9:46 on the first half clock. The Sioux leading 27-17. Free throw is good. The Huskies who broke a 4-game losing streak last night. The Sioux who have won their last 5 straight. Second free throw also good by Springer. He makes them both. 27-19 in favor of North Dakota. There's a steal and full-court pressure. Sharnowski came up with the loose ball to Thurston. His pass in the lane intended for Kessler, but it goes out of bounds off North Dakota. Paxton tried to save it, but he knocked it off his own man Robertson, so the Huskies will keep it. So a turnover against UND, and the Huskies take advantage. They've got it in the front court. Baseline passing coming for Thurston. To the left of his basket. In for Kessler. Wide open. Shoots, and it's in and out. No good. Kessler working off an inbound pick. He missed the shot, and now traveling is called on North Dakota. As Jay Reed came up with a loose ball off of the Kessler miss, but he traveled. So the Sioux turn it over again, and the Huskies will get another opportunity here. This time they'll pass it in from baseline right. Thurston, still looking, finally gets it into Bodette. Turnaround jump hook is short, no good, and then Bodette called for the foul, as he very obviously came over the back of Robertson, and now those two exchange a few words. Robertson is literally mummified by Bodette. And now Bodette still having a few words with both Robertson and referee Bill Herzog. Bodette's foul is his first, only the third on the Huskies. And it'll be a baseline passing for UND. Dave Vanish will come back in now for North Dakota. And Ben Jacobson also returns to the game at a guard. Burkett will get his first breather, so Jacobson will move to the point. And John Paxton will lead for North Dakota. 27-19 in favor of UND. Front court, Wilkie has it. Right wing to the high post, Vanish. Left wing side, here's Jacobson to Jay Reed. Top of the circle, jumper is off the back rim. High in the air, rebound loose to the side, comes to Thurston. He starts the break. It's 2-on-4 for the Huskies. OT cuts to his right, back to his left. Mid-air hanging attempt on the jump shot. He is fouled. Thurston lucky to pick up the foul there because he was well covered by North Dakota. Somehow got the shot off but threw the foul. This will be on Jacobson, his first. That's 16 fouls now in North Dakota. Bodette will leave, and Carlson re-enters the game for St. Cloud State. But Ryan Thurston fouled on that last play. OT had a team record 16 assists last night. That was the most assists in a North Central Conference game since former Augustana player Pat Friedel had 19 in a game for the Vikings back in 1988. So quite an effort last night for OT as he dished out 16 assists. Pass in for the Huskies, knocked away and out of bounds. St. Cloud State tries it again. Thurston now gets it in for Springer at the baseline. Out on top to OT. He's between those two circles, the midcourt circle and the half moon line. Now dumps it off. Springer, right wing, lobs underneath, off the fingertips of Carlson and out of bounds. Vanish tried to go after that ball, but it had already gone out of bounds, so it goes over to North Dakota. Huskies cough it up, and the Sioux get it back with an 8-point lead and 8:45 on the clock. Jacobson in the front court almost had it stolen away, and now he loses it out of bounds. Thurston got his hands down with Jacobson, who was in the dribble, knocked it away, but it went off of Jacobson's fingertips and out of bounds, so the Huskies take over. So both these teams becoming a little turnover prone here. That's 3 turnovers aside now. Goldseth and Burkett come back in for North Dakota as Rich Glass continuing to make rapid-fire substitutions. Wilkie and Reed leave. Huskies front court now. Springer, top of the key, looks into the lane, directing traffic with his free hand, now passing behind him to Thurston near the timeline. North Dakota staying with the man-for-man. Bounce pass now down to the right block to Sharnowski. Throws it in the lane to Springer. Pass fairly eluded him, but the loose ball came to Thurston. Now we've got a whistle. Loose ball foul to be called on Robertson as he pushed off against Sharnowski, and that'll put the Huskies into the bonus. 7 fouls on North Dakota. That's the first one of the night on Dave Robertson, and Sharnowski will be up to strike.
That's his first 17 foul.
North Dakota last year going 28-7, as we mentioned. That was a school record for victories. They were the North Central Conference regular season and holiday tournament champions. They won the North Central Regional Tournament, which they hosted in Grand Forks, and they finished 3rd in the nation at the National Division II tournament, that is, finishing 3rd. Free throw, Sharnowski, it's good. He gets one more as he earns the bonus. 27-20 North Dakota. Second foul shot, rolls around and goes down. So Sharnowski, all 3 of his points from the line. The Huskies have scored 4 straight. It's 27-21 UND. Just over 8 minutes remaining in the first half. John Schroeder from Hallenbeck Hall. Burkett's in the front court, guarded by Thurston. Huskies working hard on defense. That's the key to this ballgame, how well they can defend the Sioux offense. Red Wing Jacobson, top of the circle. Pass by Vanis is taken away. They whistle it down as Burkett stepped on the sidelines. Thurston came up with a loose ball when Burkett tried to save it. But as Burkett made that save attempt, he stepped on the sidelines. So it is a North Dakota turnover, and the Huskies get it back. 8-4-9, 1-6-7. Now the Huskies come forward. They're down by 6. They trailed by 10 not too long ago. High post pass, Sharnowski at the free throw line, off to Carlson. Fakes the 15-foot J, brings it out to Thurston, cuts to his left, has it knocked away. The loose ball is on the floor and recovered by Burkett. What a move by Rico Burkett, as he knocked it away from Thurston, and then a teammate came up with the loose ball, and Burkett now brings it ahead. Here's a near steal by Sharnowski, but it comes back to Burkett. On the wing to Jacobson. Lobs down low to the right block. Here's Vanish. Turns to the basket, can't shoot it. Huskies thought he traveled, he kicked it back out, got a return pass. Vanish, 6-foot fadeaway, no good. Tapped up and off by Goldseth, no good, and then it's out of bounds and stays with North Dakota. Vanish mightn't have got away with a travel that first time, but Huskies didn't get the call. Then he got a return pass, missed the turnaround jumper. Goldseth missed the tap-up, now a pass in for North Dakota from their baseline. Another 45 on the shot clock for the Sioux. We've got a double low post offense right now. Goldseth comes out of one of those posts to the corner, gets the pass, and draws the foul. Goldseth on the wing, cut to the baseline, and the foul was on Springer. Huskies with 4 different players with 1 foul each. So that was the first on Springer. Scott Goldseth, who was North Dakota's Mr. Basketball back in 1988, started his career with Dale Brown at Louisiana State University and then transferred back to North Dakota. Originally from Edinburgh. Pass in now for the Sioux. Out on top to the point guard, Rico Burkett. Now to Jacobson. Tried to lob it in the lane. It goes out of bounds, and it is off of St. Cloud State. Nice play by Jacobson, as his lob pass was knocked away by both Sharnowski and Carlson, and then Jacobson knocked it off of Kessler and out of bounds. So the Fighting Sioux keep the ball. North Dakota up by 6 with the basketball as they pass in from sideline right. Robertson out top to Burkett. He dribbles to his left along the half-moon line. Now cuts back to his right. Hands it off. Goldseth open. Free throw line. Jay rolls around and drops. Nice soft touch by Scott Goldseth, who has 9. 29-21 North Dakota. Goldseth and Vanish have combined for 22 of the Sioux's 29 points so far. Kessler in the front court. Fakes the three-pointer, then puts up an off-balance 18-footer, no good. But a whistle and a foul. And Rich Glass protesting against Bill Herzog. And Glass using a little body English to show how he thought one of the Huskies was backing in against one of his players, but it won't work. Foul on Robertson. Number 2 on him, 8 on the Sioux. And Kessler will be at the line.
Number 40,
John Paxton comes back in now for UND. He's going to replace Robertson. Paxton played 2 years and was a starter for 2 years at Alaska Pacific University. He's originally from Anchorage, and then he transferred to North Dakota. Now, Kessler was at the stripe, but now they will put Sharnowski there as North Dakota protested, and rightly so. That foul was on Robertson. It was a loose ball foul. It was not the shot foul on Kessler, but rather the foul called on Robertson, who fouled Sharnowski. So Haug now will go to the line, where he is 3 of 4 tonight. His free throw is good. So all 4 of Sharnowski's points have come from the charity stripe. And it's 29-22 in favor of North Dakota. Back to a 7-point lead. 6:31 on the clock. Second free throw coming up by Sharnowski, and that one's also good. So Haug is hot at the line. 5 of 6. Front court for the Sioux. They're up by 6. And there's 6.5 minutes left, first half. Ben Jacobson has it. Out to Paxton. Top of the circle. Bounce pass to the baseline. Shot by Goldseth is no good. It's off the rim. Rebound taken by Sharnowski. Plays it off to Thurston. OT on the run. Gets it in the front court. Remy has it and draws the foul. He leaned in against Jacobson on his move to the basket. Kessler, rather. Dean Kessler. And the foul was called on Jacobson, his second. So now Kessler will go to the free throw line.
Foul call number 23
Matt Wilkie back in at the off guard for North Dakota, replacing Jacobson now. Kessler, the Huskies' second best free throw shooter this year, 79% from the line. But in NCC play, Dean is hitting 86% of his free throws, 23 of 26. Springer comes back in, and Carlson will come out now for St. Cloud State. So a bit of an unusual move here by Butch Raymond. He's got Charnowski as his only true power player, as a 4 or a 5-man currently on the court. Then he's got Springer, Remy, Kessler, and Thurston also on the floor. So that means that Charnowski will have the unenviable task of pretty much all by himself going against Dave Bonish defensively. Kessler's free throw is no good. Rebound taken by Paxton. So the lead remains 29-23 for UND. They're into the front court with 6 minutes to the half. As Goldseth cuts into the lane from the left wing, sliced between two Huskies, but missed the driving layup. Rebound Charnowski. Ahead to Thurston, across midcourt to Remy. 3 if it counts. He's got 5, and this is the closest the Huskies have been since very early this half. It's 29-26, North Dakota. The kicks in the front court. Gets it out now on the left wing side. Goldseth takes 2 dribbles, kicks it back out, further out on the wing to Wilkie. Husky fans whipping it up. There's Paxton down the lane, driving low. Against Charnowski. Paxton hit the driving layup, but it will not count. First on Paxton, that's 10 team fouls on North Dakota. Here come the Huskies, down by 3 into the front court. Thurston has it, top of the circle. High post pass to Springer. He's double teamed, dribbles into the corner, and travel. So the Huskies turn it over. St. Cloud State now 8 of 17 from the field. North Dakota shooting a strong 13 of 29 so far tonight. Front court for the Sioux. They've got it on the left side wing. Here's Burkett. He bumps the Thurston no call on the perimeter. Wilkie bounce pass in the lane intended for Bonish. Remy slapping away at the ball. Bonish finally came up with it, and Remy called for the foul. And Bonish might have taken a finger in the eye. As Remy has whistled for his first foul tonight.
That's his first personal team foul number 5.
It's the 15th foul on the Huskies, and again, everybody who has a foul has only one. So that's the good news for St. Cloud State right now, is that nobody has more than one foul. And the starting backcourt of Kessler and Thurston both have yet to foul so far in this game, with 4:59 left first half. Baseline pass from North Dakota to the right of its basket. The Sioux leading by 3 with just under 5 minutes left in that first half. Pass comes to the right side. Matt Wilkie with it, guarded by Kessler. Top of the circle, Paxton. Left wing to Goldseth. Down to the corner. The pass comes to Burkett. Takes 2 dribbles, brings it out to Paxton at the top of the key. Right wing Goldseth. And the Huskies break back the other way. Thurston cuts to his right, passes in the lane, shot out. Penetration by 18, basket by Charnowski, and the Huskies are back to within 1. It's 29-28, North Dakota. Burkett working his dribble in the front court. Passes off top of the circle. Wilkie, the running 17-footer. And the ball is cleared by Springer. Lob pass ahead. Remy missed it. Got a half-length court lob pass from Thurston, and Remy, instead of coming down with the ball, St. Cloud State right now with a 5 on the court of Carlson, Springer, Remy, Thurston, and Kessler. North Dakota has Paxton, Bonish, Goldseth, Robertson, and Burkett. Burkett now makes a steal. Had it taken away by Thurston, and Burkett will be called for a foul. Burkett coming into the front court, and the ball stolen away by Thurston, and then Burkett was called for a foul, and Rico can't believe it. He tried to get it back, and they ruled that he reached around Thurston. It's 2 on Burkett, 11 as a team on North Dakota. So Orion Thurston will be at the line to shoot the automatic 2 shots. He's got 3 points on a 3-point field goal so far, trying to tie it at 29. This is our first tie tonight. The Huskies have never led this evening. They've got a chance to do so now. Thurston's second free throw. It is up. Good. So the Huskies on top against the league leaders for the first time this evening. It's 30-29, 5 points for OT. Backcourt pressure again. Burkett has it. He's double teamed. Gets it off in the front court to Goldset. He's on the left side perimeter. Looks in, brings it back out to Goldset near the timeline. 3:45 on the game clock. 32 on the shot clock. North Dakota with Goldset. High left side. Apparently, I did not see the play. It was a with a little bit of an over-rambunctious pick being put on, and he is called for his second foul, an intentional foul. That means the Huskies will get 2 free throws and possession. Bonus will leave, and Chris Gardner, who's been on the bench since about the 16-minute mark in the first half, Gardner will come back in. He had 2 early fouls, so he finally returns. And Remy will be at the line here to shoot the 2 free throws. Tim Remy's free throw is up and good. Remy's 6th point. It's 31-29 St. Cloud State. Remy's hitting 63% from the line this year, but just 57% in conference. He's now 18 of 31. Second free throw is also good. Remy makes them both. So the Huskies have now outscored North Dakota in this stretch 15-2 to take a 32-29 lead. Huskies will get possession from their own baseline after the intentional foul. 3.5 minutes left. The Huskies up by 3. With it is Remy at the top of the circle. Out to Thurston between the circles. Gets it off Sharnowski. Back to Thurston. Huskies in a constant motion offense right here. Thurston still at the point. Off to Sharnowski. High right side. Back to OT. 20 on the shot clock is Thurston. Beyond the top of the circle. He'll shoot now. Top of the key jumper. Very short. Thurston goes after the rebound, but it comes instead to Wilkie. North Dakota comes back the other way. Goldset up the right side on his dribble. Picked up by Stuart Kramer, who's just checked in. Kramer, the 6'4 sophomore. Huskies in the man-for-man. Goldset working against Kramer. Goes to the baseline. Running 6-footer. Rolls out. No good. Rebound comes to Carlson. Outlet right. Thurston past midcourt. Still on his dribble. Cuts to the line. Running free throw line. Jump. No good. Rebound Gardner for North Dakota. His outlet to the right side. And Burkett much slower, comes into the front court. Now, Robertson has it. Takes the jumper down the lane. Robertson takes the J from the top of the key and then traveled going down the lane. That's now 9 turnovers against North Dakota. They went quite a span in this ball game before they had a turnover, but since then they've committed quite a few. Here comes St. Cloud State now in the front court with Thurston. On the dribble, the Huskies up by 3 with 2.5 minutes to the half. Remy has a 3-pointer left wing. His second 3-pointer of the night. That's 10 for Remy. 35-29, St. Cloud State. Wow, now 18-2. The Huskies have outscored the Sioux in this stretch. Lob pass underneath. Intercepted by the Huskies. Wilkie's pass intended for Gardner, taken away by Carlson. Thurston ahead of the break. Comes to the right wing, dumps it off for Remy. Runs in from the right baseline. Off balance jumper, no good. Didn't even draw the iron, but he drew the foul. Tim Remy is in the midst of a showtime effort right here. He's hit a pair of 3-pointers, another field goal, a couple of free throws. He's got 10 points to lead St. Cloud State.
Number 30, Matt Wilkie of the Sioux. That's his second.
Fouls on Wilkie, his second.
Number 44, Jay Reed reports in for the Sioux.
And Remy will shoot a double. St. Cloud State was down 27-17 about 10 minutes ago, but since then the Huskies have outscored UND 18-2, and they lead at 35-29. And Remy is at the strike. Free throw, yes. So point number 11 for Tim Remy. And one more coming for the junior out of Blaine. That one's also good. So the Huskies with their biggest lead, 37-29. It's now a 20-2 run for St. Cloud State. Here's Jay Reed in the front court for UND. He's been inserted, perhaps Rich Glass looking for a little scoring punch. It's been a long drought here for the Fighting Sioux. Burkett in the front court. Right wing to Goldset. Goes to the left-hand dribble. Pulls up. Off balance. Jumper blocked by Remy. Loose ball comes to Carlson. Ahead to
Thurston, a 3-on-1, dishes in the lane. Kramer bobbles the ball. It was behind him on the pass. Then the Huskies lose it as Burkett came up with the loose ball. Thurston's pass just a half a stride behind Kramer, and he could not control it. So the Sioux come back the other way, down by 8 with a minute 20 left first half. Burkett works off a pick to the right wing, still on his dribble. Rico Burkett to the high post to Gardner. Left wing, here's Jay Reed. Takes 2 dribbles and brings it out to the high post. Robertson lobs underneath, and Goldseth is fouled. Kramer almost undercutting Goldseth, and Stu Kramer picking up the foul. His first, the Huskies' 6th. And still, St. Cloud State with nobody with more than 1 foul. Kramer, Springer, Baudette, Carlson, Chanowski, and Remy with 1 each. Now Remy will come out. It's a nice hand for the fans, and Kessler back in for St. Cloud State at the off-guard spot with 1:10 left first half. It's 37-29, North Dakota. They're down by 8. The Fighting Sioux trailing, and they pass it in. Jay Reed, top of the circle, in the lane. The pass comes to Gardner. His running jump shot, no good, but he drew the foul. That'll be 7 now on the Huskies. Gardner will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul on Kramer, his second. Chris Gardner will be at the stripe. He has not yet scored. Gardner, who last year played 5 games for the Sioux, then suffered a back injury. He received a medical red shirt and sat out the rest of the year. Free throw is good. Well, that's the first point in a long time for North Dakota. 37-30, St. Cloud State. Second free throw by Gardner is off the back rim. Rebound Charnowski. And Charnowski comes down on top of Jay Reed. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be awarded to North Dakota. Jay Reed was flat on his stomach in the lane. Charnowski, looking up, grabbing the rebound, stepped on the back of Reed's head. And the ball came loose from Haugen, went out of bounds, and they give it to North Dakota. That was a freakish play. Jay Reed, glad to see he's all right. He looked like he was hurt at first, but now he's okay, and he and Howell exchange a handshake, because that was nothing intentional by any means. Charnowski could not see Reed there, and he stepped on him. Remy back in for the Huskies. Kramer comes out, so now Remy will move from the off guard to the small forward, and North Dakota will pass in. The Sioux trailing 37-30 with a minute 2 left first half. Pass comes in to Scott Goldseth, the junior forward. He's in the left corner. Out on top to Burkett. Back to Goldseth out on the left side perimeter. Cuts to his left on the dribble. Looks underneath. Lobs for Robertson. Knocked away by Charnowski. Comes to Gardner. Shoots the 8-footer. No good. Off the back rim. And the rebound to the side. Recovered by Thurston. So there's 40 seconds left in the first half. Exactly that much time on the shot clock as well. So the Huskies can really burn it down if they want to. And it looks like they will. Thurston out near the timeline. Just working on his dribble. Half minute left. Remy has it. Right corner. Guarded closely. Gets it off for Thurston. 25 seconds remaining. First half. OT. Out to the timeline on his dribble. Gets it off near the right hash mark. To Charnowski, back to Thurston. Still dribbling out on top. 15 seconds left. Thurston near the midcourt circle. Now with 10 seconds remaining. Now he starts forward. High post to Carlson. Gets it off for Kessler. Left wing. Dean. He'll shoot over Gardner. It's blocked by Gardner on that perimeter jumper. Loose ball. Here's Burkett on the break. Puts it up. Backs it up. Burkett hit the ball, but it was not down. He released the ball in instinct after the buzzer sounded. So with a great comeback effort, St. Cloud State leading North Dakota 37-30. They're down by 10. Past the halfway point of the first half, they're leading by 7 in the official. The Huskies 37, the Fighting Sioux 30. We're listening to St. Cloud State Husky basketball.
Huskies. Along with number 44, Jay Reed. Scott Springer at the free throw line. Number 50, Mark Carlson reports in.